Thank you for joining me today. I thought it'd be fun. We take a good look at Transformers, Generation, Studio Series, Bumblebee the Movie, Concept Art, Megatron. So let's bring this up closer. And I can tell you, we don't have a plastic window, but it does give us a great opportunity to take a closer look at Megatron himself. He looks awesome. Taking a closer look back, I love the concept art of Megatron here. Here on the other side of the packaging, it's just more of a close-up of Megatron. Here on the back of the packaging says we can convert Megatron for 32 steps to the tank and 39 steps to the aircraft space mode. Here on the other side of the packaging, it looks like it's a blueprint going into the concept art. That is awesome. So let's get Megatron out of packaging. Here we go. All right. And you know what we say? Goodbye, box. We have instructions. Oh, let's see, we got a background here. Hold on. So I'm going to place that off to the side. Let's get this background going. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, I like that. That is really nice. I like that battle scene in the background. But, anything here on the back? Nope. It looks like we have everything here in front. So let's free Megatron from packaging. And here we have Megatron out of packaging. This guy looks absolutely beautiful. He actually does. It's when I got him out of the packaging and got more of my hands on it. The details to this is just incredible. I love the Decepticon logo that we have here. The head that we have here is really interesting. I love the red eyes. And I love like the maroon color that we have here on his bicep, really, and a little bit of red where his gears are. This is a little bit more red there. Just these details that we're getting, and you can see that there's treads on the back here. It looks, and look, there's like, he has like basically no backpack. That is awesome. Let's not forget about Megatron's cannon. And here we have it. And now he does have ports on either side of his arms, but we know which one he loves to carry his cannon on. So we can place it right on there. And now we have Megatron more complete with his cannon attached. This is awesome. That is just, let's see if we can just get that going on. Oh yeah, that's pretty scary. We're going to take that off for right now, because what you could also do, believe it or not, this actually has weapon storage. We're actually going to come here, pull this out, and we're going to flip this all the way up. We're going to flip here. So now we can take this part, and we're going to bend this back. And we're going to bend that back, so now we can have that tab go into that slot. And now what we can do, and we can place it on his back, because we have ports on there as well. And now we have weapon storage, just in case you didn't want to have Megatron with his cannon. But that is something you can do, and that is awesome. Articulation. You can rotate the head 360. There is a nice up and down movement to it. That is beautiful. Let's see, the arms, you can rotate 360. You can bring the arms out that far. There is a bicep swivel. There's even an elbow joint. And there's even wrist articulation. But my favorite, the fingers. The fingers. We have a nice finger articulation with Megatron. This is probably the first Megatron that I have ever had that we can actually have the finger point. That is awesome. I love that. Let's see. The waist is pretty much in the torso that we can actually rotate 360. If we open up the skirts parts right here, And we just bring his arms out. We can do the splits. So that's something you can do. Let's get this out of the way for right now. We can bring the leg back that far. We can bring the leg up that high. We can have a bend, a beautiful bend at the knee. And let's see, ankle articulation, up and down, and side to side. Not bad. So you can definitely get this Megatron in some really great poses. To transform Megatron into his tank mode, we want to rotate his head. We want to come up here to these panels, and we want to open these panels up, and we want to bring in those fists. There we go. Let's do the same thing here on the other side. Open that up and close just like that. We also want to make sure that we're going to be rotating here, just like that, and just like that. And now we're just going to make sure that those arms are out of the way so we can actually come here to the legs. And what we want to do is bring these treads out. Come on, there we go. Those will come out. And there we go. So now what we can do, start here with the legs, and we want to bring this wing all the way out. Now what's going to happen is what we want to do is kind of come here to the kneecap, and we just want to bring this section all the way up. You can see the hinge right about there. We want to bring in the foot. That will fold in. Now what's going to happen is that slot will go into that tab as this whole thing gets slide back. There we go. Now we can take this wing, fold it in, and we just want to bend this other part of the wing in. So now come back here, flip this wing all the way out, come here to the kneecap, and we want to make sure we're bringing this all the way up. Bring the foot in, bring this back, and that tab and slot will fit in just like that. Oop, nope. You stay out. There you go. Bring in the wing, and we just want to fold it the other way. There we go. And let's bring these things out so we can actually bring out the legs. There we go. And with these, we just want to bring these up just a bit so we can fold these down. Fold those just like that. And we're just going to leave the legs for right now. Come here, and we're just going to split the back and the shoulders from each other. There we go. And split that apart. There we go. And now we're going to bring this part, and we're going to flip it all the way out. And then we're going to take these pieces here, and we're going to bring those out. This part here will all the way come back. So there's this bottom piece right here, and it's going to fit right into that tab piece right back here. So this will all come back. That will snap into place just like that. So now we can take these legs, swing these up this way, because now we have a tab and a slot, and we just want to make sure that we line that up. There we go. Flip this around. Do the same thing. Tab and slot. There we go. And now let's bring this part of the gun all the way up. Just like so. And so now we can bring this all in. But let's make sure that we're bending at the elbow, because we want to make sure that's bent. And bring these down. And what we're going to have, we have a slot with a tab. Let's get that tabbed in. And by doing so, we can take the other port and tab this in together. And now we have Megatron fully transformed into his tank mode. Here we have the tank mode. And one of the most biggest disappointments about this tank mode, there are no wheels whatsoever for you just to push it. It's a paperweight. You have to slide it. Honestly, to me, I really wish they've worked some wheels in there. I would have really appreciated that. But it's an okay looking tank mode to me. I mean, I do like seeing certain pieces around that kind of help pop it, the little red here and there. But I would have liked to see maybe more of that around to help pop more. One of the things I do like about the tank mode, it does rotate, so that is very awesome. I like that. To transform Megatron, one of the things we want to do is make sure that we push these treads back in. We also want to make sure that we're going to detach the cannon from this part of the arm. And then let's kind of bring these all the way out. There we go. So we can take this cannon and fold it in. And then we're going to flip it around. And we're just going to leave the arms out of the way for right now, so we can bring our attentions here to the legs. And we just want to detach that. There we go. And we just want to bring this and this part back up, fold it just like that. Okay, so now we can actually take the legs and we can actually fold those back in. Make sure you get those clips back. You hear that snap. There we go, just like that. Now we also want to make sure that we're going to keep our thumb here, as we're going to rotate here at the leg and rotate there at the leg. Okay, and now what we want to do is bring this whole section out of the way. We're just going to let it dangle so we can actually come here to the nose, bring this part out, then flip this part out, take the head, and now we're going to rotate that around. We want to flip it back this way as we take these pieces and close those in. Now we can take this part and close up there, and now this whole section here will then close up just like that, and these arms will now come underneath, but we're still going to try to kind of leave them out of the way for right now. So now we can take these pieces here, bring these back, and fold those down. Come here to the legs, bring out the wing, and we're going to bring this section out. Now we're going to take this part and we want to flip this out. And we want to take this part of the knee, make sure that shoulder pad's sticking out of the way. We want to fold this in because now we have a tab that's going to fit in there and another one that's going to fit into here. So that will snap. And there we have another tab. This is going trying to slide in. There we go. So now we have another tab and slot that we can just line up right there. Bring this out of the way. Make sure that these arms are kind of out of the way to make things better. Okay, bring this wing out. There we go. Oh, that stays there. This comes out. We extend this part out completely as we take this shin part and we want to bend all the way up here. This tab in there, this tab in there. So that will snap into place. This tab needs to be under, as we can take this tab and slot and line that up. There we go. And now these skirt pieces have tabs and slots. So we just want to make sure that is lined up that way. There we go. Now with the arms, yes, we want to make sure that they're kind of sticking up this way. There we go. And now we have tabs right here into that slot. So that will go in. Same thing here on the other side. There we go. And now there's a little groove for the cannon down here. It's kind of wedges in, but we pretty much have Megatron into his spaceship jet mode. And this actually doesn't really hold well together. It's a really interesting and cool concept. If it held better, I would love this mode, but it just doesn't hold well, especially with the cannon. There's just doesn't want to stay together, but I like the concept. It's a cool looking jet mode. I just wish it just held together. But I like the coloring to this, because then you have more black and red coming out, making it more little, I don't know, threatening. It's a really cool mode. I like it. To transform Megatron back into his robot mode, we want to come here to the arms, and we just kind of want to make sure that they're going to be out of the way. There we go. So we can bring our main focus here to the legs. So what we want to do is bring this out, untab here. There we go. So let's bring those legs, and let's rotate this all the way from the... There we go. Come on. There we go. I want to rotate it there so we have this black part sticking out towards us. So we can take this shin, close that all the way up. And now with this, untab. We're just going to bring everything a little forward, bring out the foot, and now we're just going to fold this part back up, and then we're going to close it back in. You'll hear a snap. Now we come here to the wings, fold them back, and fold that back. Come here to the leg, bring this all the way out. And now what we want to do is make sure that this is sticking out towards us. Bring the shin up. And we want to untab. And we want to flip that in. And bring out the foot. And close this back. That will snap into place. Fold in the wing. Fold that back. We can take these pieces here. Fold these back, just like so. Let's get these arms out of the way. So we can actually take this part and fold this back out. And we want to take these pieces, bring them out like this, just like that. Fold up on the nose, and fold this back in. We can take this section, fold that back. Bring this section back here, and with the arms we want to make sure that these tabs are actually going to be fitting right inside there. So let's get that all lined up. So now this we can fold back in. There we go. Fold that back, and that will snap into place. Then you can rotate that around, bring this around, and now you can open up the panel, bring out his hand, and flip this back, open up the panel, and bring out Megatron's hand. And now we have Megatron fully transformed back into his robot mode. My final thoughts on concept art Megatron. This is an incredible figure. I love the paint details that we have out there, the figure. I love the Decepticon logo there. The posability of this guy is just amazing. And one of the other things I love so much is that there is no backpack. This guy is a clean figure. I love this guy. But when it gets to his tank mode, it's not the best, and I wish it had wheels And his jet mode, I wish just held together better. Other than that, those are my only complaints about this figure. Do I recommend of actually picking this guy up? Absolutely. You will not be disappointed with this guy. This is an awesome figure. Do not pass up on Megatron. Not only that, Megatron is totally shelf-worthy. Well, with that said, I just have to thank you all for watching. If you can just do me a favor and just hit the like and subscribe button down below, let me know in the comments if you think he's shelf-worthy. And until next time, you'll be hearing me in the next video. Everybody have a great day!